Hello, everybody. Messages from within. Today is Tuesday, the 8th of March. So I hope everybody's doing well and doing better as long as you're tuning in to what your cells of your physical, beautiful God Source avatar are telling you. So there's a lot of things going on energetically. And the only way to really tune into a lot of that is to make sure that the physical body, which is housing all of that, which is your original prime source of the soul self, is in alignment. So the only way to do that is to ask, hey, what do I need right now? So if you're suffering from any sleep disruptions, hot colds, energy changing, dry eyes, super thirsty, dry lips, blah, 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 blah. Just know that your body is saying, hey, I need some more grease for my joints, and I need some more hydration for movement of the blood system and the lymph. And so a lot of people want to increase their water, but if you're not absorbing your water into your tissues, it's just going in one pipe and out the other as fast as you put it in. So if you're going to the bathroom more often than you normally would because you've increased your fluids, it just means it's not absorbing. So look at possibly some hydrating foods, some fruits, some vegetables. I have actually pulled out my MCT oil and started in on a tablespoon of that again in the morning. I've also pulled out my trace minerals, which have the electrolyte systems in it that help to take the water and pull it into the cells and to plump it up, sort of like when you put salt in the water when you're going to cook a pasta, so that it pulls in and then the actual pasta expands. So yeah, and many of us that are going through a lot of this dehydration stuff feel like walking bloated pygmies. Yeah, that's right. That's what I feel like. I feel like a lard, and I know why. And so I was told the last couple of days, hey, incorporate this, hey, incorporate that, do this, do that. And I'm like, okay, I heard you, I'll go do it. And like today, I was like, oh yeah, this need to do this. And then I got sidetracked because my computer system wants to go wacky. I'm getting ready to start an interview and cut off. I can't get back on. Reschedule, couple people, get my flustering under control, get my breathing there, stop, drop, sit, everything divine timing, right? There's no reason to pull my hair out. Go back, start another interview, and then their internet goes out. But this time they were able to reboot it. And at this point, I'm just like, yeah, let's just go with the flow of it. So in order to go with the flow, you've got to have fluidity all up in here. That's a must. It's a must. And then here in the DC area, we just recently had a day that it was like 70 and muggy, and then blistering cold winds today. So, your body just doesn't know what it needs, and it's throwing you all over the place, but actually it's telling you what you need if you just take a moment to connect with it and ask, do I need more oils today? Do I need something more grounding today? What would taste hydrating and flavorful to me today? And for me, actually, I started getting bleeding gums. And I thought, oh my goodness, is it the night guard that I wear? So I was cleaning my night guard more often, even switched it out for another one. And got to the point where I actually went to the dentist. The dentist is like, oh, I think it's like the dry air, and maybe, this or that. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And as soon as I left there, I got, oh, I'm squeezing too many lemons and ingesting them every day. That's what it is. That's giving me this wonky, pungent funk going on, and it's dehydrating. That's why your gums will bleed a lot, not just because it has bacteria there, but it'll bleed a lot if it's over dry. So I was able to change that around and then get some over-the-counter gel just to massage on my gums for my night guard. So some people are actually talking about those kinds of things. Now, the other thing is the pitching in the ears. That has been like insane. 1 minute it's like la la la, it's like ooh, and if you're in the middle of interviewing with people, it's like you don't want to go what the, because you can't really express that you're experiencing that. So I just, okay, I hear you, I'm listening, I'm in tune, what do we need, and then what do we need, and then I still need to pay attention to the person that I'm interviewing. So just take stock of what's going on. Ask your body, what do I need? Be nice to your skin, y'all, because, it's your largest breathing organ. It is part of your 11 physical systems, and one functions within all, okay? So we're washing our hands more often. We're showering more often. Water is changing because I think more chemicals are getting added to it. More sediment from storms in certain areas if you're well. And so a lot of that is happening also. And then people are combining that with salt and Epsom salt baths, which again can pull out, and it can really dehydrate the body if you're using too much of the product, and then of course doing it too often. So my philosophy has always been, since the 90s in massage, is less is more. Set your intention for more, but less is more when it comes to, getting a little overzealous, like with the lemons, the bath, over washing your hands. Dry skin is going to attract bacteria. It's going to, because it doesn't have the oils in it that don't allow the bacteria to penetrate. So you get these dry, cracked hands, okay? And then sometimes we just get busy and we're used to it and we forget about it. But what we need to do is stop and say, these hands are the extension of my heart. My goodness, I'm asking them to repel germs. I'm asking them to be the extensions of my heart and give love. And yet they're looking like they're so thirsty. The Sahara Desert looks more moist than your hands do. So take the time to get some really nice, unscented, healthy moisturizers, massage it in there, take good care of your skin, and start doing things more balanced versus overdoing things, and ask your body to start working in synergy with all of its systems, as well as your thoughts can create and command much of this to raise its approval ratings in certain areas, okay? So, yeah, and breathe. Oh my goodness, breathe. Just breathe. Pay attention to the things that you can control. Pay attention to the things that you can control. And when all the things are going wonky, winky, all over the place out there, can you weeble and wobble and not fall down? So start treating this with as much respect as you possibly can. This is the temple that houses everything. And that without the life force of that, the soul has to go off because this is no longer in session, so to speak. All right, keep it simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. And if you need any help, reach out. I coach healing work, all kinds of things. Just look at my website. Please like, subscribe, and share. It's really does help me a lot, and I appreciate each one of you for doing so. Like the comments too. All right, till the next message.